What's going on, everybody? My name is Jacob Cabazzuto. I'm the head trainer at Cab Training. I specialize in making football players faster. And one of the things that hold back a lot of youth athletes from getting faster is that they run on their heels. This is such a significant and common problem with youth athletes, and it's caused by a lack of strength in the foot and ankle and just a lack of understanding of proper mechanics. And so I'm going to show you a drill progression that I go through with youth athletes to help them get out of that habit of striking with their heel so they can get over that hump and start running to their full potential. So what I utilize is prime times, and many of you coaches may know prime times. You may throw them into your warm-up, you may throw them into some speed and agility sessions that you do, but with my prime times, I'm very specific about how I progress it so the youth athletes that I work with can benefit from it the right way. So the first thing that I do with my youth athletes is a mini prime time where we're bouncing vertically. So if I'm going to go 10 yards here, it's just a straight leg bound, springing off 85% of our foot. So we're just right here. Notice I'm just letting the arms flow. Don't force any arm drive. And it's just a small kick of the leg, keeping that leg completely straight the whole time. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to stay long through the leg, and I teach the kids to punch the ground like a boxer. Okay, if you envision, and Stu McMillan talked about this on his podcast with Andrew Huberman just recently, and he was talking about how it's just like hitting a punching bag when you punch the ground. You want to stiffen up your ankle, you want to stiffen up your foot, and you want to punch the ground with each stride of the mini prime time. Okay, so we start out with those mini prime times, and then we gradually go into bigger prime times. And I teach them, even though your toe is pointed up, you can still strike the ground with the front end of your foot. You just have to be disciplined and make sure that that heel is not the one that strikes first. We keep the leg long and we strike with the front end of the foot. So now we go a little bit bigger with the prime times. So now it's a bigger swing of the leg, just as much spring up, and we're punching the ground with each ground contact. And again, we start out by starting out with those small prime times. It allows them to kind of see how to bounce off the correct part of their foot. The added benefit, you can add some benefit to this drill by taking their shoes off and letting them do it barefoot. When you run barefoot and you bounce barefoot, you automatically go to the ball of your foot. The kids are smart enough, your body is smart enough to understand if I'm trying to spring and bounce off my foot, I'm going to use the bounciest part of my foot. And once you take the shoes off, kids get a little bit more of an idea of where to strike off the ball of their foot. So if you have some nice grass or you have a padded surface to run on, it's very, very beneficial to do it barefoot as well. So what we do is we progress from small prime times to big prime times, and now we're going to go fast prime times. So it's just a big swing of the leg, moving forward fast. It'll look like this. We're just right here, striking. And so I'm just moving forward at almost a full speed pace. And I often have the kids race each other doing this as well, and that makes it competitive. So they're not just getting drilled to death by my drills and everything. We make it a little bit more competitive by making it fast moving. So really that progression is one of the simple ways that I help kids get off their heels, get on the balls of their feet, and it really, really helps them throughout their training journey by repeating it. Okay, it's not going to take one session to get a kid to go off their heels and onto the balls of their feet, but if you do this consistently over a several week period, you're going to see great results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and let's get better today.